Hi everyone, and for this week's assignment, which will begin on September 4th, tomorrow, you have your first writing assignment, your first major writing assignment. Now let's take a look at what the assignment is asking you to do. But before that, the reason that you're doing this type of an assignment is to look at your academic literacy and inquiry skills and your communication skills. So that's what we're trying to do with this assignment. In addition, what we're trying to do with this assignment, okay, is to let's take a look at our rubrics. All right, so we know the principle. We're looking at academic critical thinking and written communication so that we can communicate more effectively. And because this is writing intensive, this is why we're doing this writing assignment. All right, to help out critical thinking, amass really what you've learned so far from these two chapters. Okay, you've learned a great deal of information in the two chapters that you have read in the textbook, and you're excited about what you've learned. That's the idea, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you're excited about what you learned. You didn't know this before you took this class. Now, I want you to type a 3-page essay on the topic. The topic is memory and the binary code. All right. Now, obviously, since this is not anything that you can talk about off the top of your head, like let's say watching a movie or skating or driving a car or anything like that, you're going to have to use references. In your essay, make sure you explain the different types of memory, the binary code, and the relationship between the binary code and the different types of memory. So these are the things I'm looking for in the essay, that you explain the different types of memory, that you explain the binary code, and that you explain the relationship between the binary code and the different types of memory. Now, you can make this very exciting in your writing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not asking you to answer these 3 questions. I know the answers. I want to know, what does this mean to you? That's why you're writing an essay. Your essay must have a title, and the title could be My Memory in the Binary Code, or because you're all very creative, you can think of a very creative title that will entice your reader to that will entice the person, your audience, to read your essay. You want to entice them. If you're just going to put memory and binary code, who's going to get excited about that? So your essay must have a title, an introductory paragraph, the body of the essay, which is the 3 questions, the 3 areas, the different types of memory, the binary code, and the relationship, in which you discuss the points that are outlined at a conclusion. So just like every other essay, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have a title, an introductory paragraph. What is your essay going to be about? The body of the essay, in which you use all of these points, and a conclusion. And your conclusion has to match your introduction. All right, they can't be isolated. Your conclusion cannot be, oh, okay, now I realize what I talked about. You have to show organization. The essay must have a point of view. What do you want your reader to learn from your essay? What is the point of knowing memory and the binary code? Okay, so make sure you understand that. Okay, now remember, this is a formal paper. You cannot use first-person pronouns. Do not type I, me, we, us, our, mine, mine. You cannot use a second-person pronoun, you or your. Your main reference, that make sure you understand that this is not your opinion. I don't want your opinion. I want to know, what did you learn about memory and binary code and the relationship between the two of them? Your main reference must be chapters 1 and 2 of the textbook. Nothing else. I don't want to see online sightings. I want to know, what did you learn from chapters 1 and 2 of your textbook? That's all. That is the only reference. That is the only works cited document that you should have. Your textbook, nothing else. No encyclopedias, nothing else. Do not use any other source. The essay must be typed in MLA format. Click into the MLA formatting style located below the assignment for the correct formatting of the essay. All right, so you scroll all the way down and you see MLA style. Click in, or you'll see MLA formatting and style guide. Okay, so this way you'll be able to learn how to do in-text citations, how to do the works cited page. All right, and also this is all of the references. Okay. Right, there should be a page. I thought I had a page that showed you what it looks like. Oh, here's the general format. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is what your paper is supposed to look like. Exactly this way. Nothing else. You see that it's double spaced. You see that the first line of a new paragraph is indented. All right, there's only, all you do is press enter once. Make sure you're on double space. Okay, some of you have had keyboarding, some of you have had other courses where you've learned how to type a report. All right, so it's double space. Make sure that you set your page paragraph to double space. Okay, if you don't know how to do that, get one of the texts in C595 to help you. All right. Notice where your name, the professor. Make sure you type my name correctly, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you type professor correctly. Make sure you take time to proofread the name of the course and the date. All right. And make sure that you have the header, all right, with the page number and your name, okay, on each page. Right. This is how it's supposed to look. And then it also shows you how to do section headings, but we're not doing section headings. Okay. And how to just as long as you get the first and second page. I'm really happy with that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you understand what you have to do. If there's something that you don't know, all right, this site will show you how to do this. Okay. So they talk to you about how to format, how to type your paper, the double spacing, everything that you need to know to type the paper so that it looks like this. All right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want only 3 pages. Okay, it could be 2.5. It can't be 1. It's got to be at least 2.5 to 3 pages. No more, and that does not count the works cited. All right, so that works cited page is separate. So it's 3 pages, no more than 3 pages. If it's another line on the 4th page, I'm not reading it. All right, you're going to learn how to be concise. No saying the same thing over and over again. No being redundant. All right, review the grading standards, and here are the grading standards. This is what I'm looking for, all right, in terms of your critical thinking and in terms of your written communication. Now, this being said, ladies and gentlemen, all right, this paper can only be done in advance. That's why I'm giving you a week to do this, right? You cannot think that you're going to write this paper the hour before. The paper is due by 11 p.m. on Wednesday, September. Do I have September? I'm sorry. It's due by 11 p.m. Monday, September 11th. Okay? It is not due 11:01. It is due at 11 p.m. September 11th. So if you start to do your paper at 10 p.m. and you're not finished, all right, or you give me some nonsense because you're going to have to revise this. All right. So you want to do this the best way you can the first time around. Again, every paper that you do is a draft, but you don't want to have a draft that's really unorganized. No one knows what you're talking about. Your revision should be maybe more, you should be more concise, or why are you repeating? Those kinds of things are normal. But if you throw a paper together and think that you're going to get 10 points out, 20 points out of 20, that's not going to happen. Not in this lifetime or the next. So take your time and take this seriously. Take the time to read the chapter. You already read chapter 1. And you have to read chapter 2. You can do that tomorrow or whenever, you know. But you have a week. You only have a week for each assignment. Nothing more. When you go to work, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have time deadlines. All right? No one is going to sit down and wait until you're ready. So please take advantage of being conscious of your time and your time management, particularly in an online class. So notice, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm looking for in terms of content. Strong introduction and thesis statement. Had an excellent conclusion that connected to the thesis statement in the introduction. Paper referred to the material in the 2 chapters. I don't want to know what you think. I don't want to know what you hope for. All right? This has to be in 3rd person. No I, we, just like I told you. All right? I don't want to see any of these pronouns. And I definitely don't want to see you, yours, or your. All right? So that if you want 5 points, this is what it's got to be for critical thinking. Nobody wants anything less than 5 points. Okay? And if you're talking in terms of written, well organized and logical, no grammatical, spelling, or proofreading errors, and paper was correctly formatted according to the MLA style. So there's your 10 points right there. In fact, I might make it 20 points. There are your points right there, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I expect an A in this class. Now, if you have to revise, we'll talk more about that after I correct your papers. All right? Now, I'm very good at correcting papers, and I will try to get your papers back within 24 to 48 hours. I'll try to do that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? So if you have any questions, okay, you know how to submit an assignment because you all took the Are You Ready course, right? So make sure you understand what you have to do. You are not submitting the reading assignment of chapter 2. This is the only assignment that you're submitting. And I did not give you another assignment because I wanted to make sure that you were comfortable with your first writing assignment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, any questions, post in Q&A unless it's something that's personal. Then you either text me or send me an email. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye, and enjoy tomorrow. Bye-bye.